Hello everybody, Ranger Tom here at beautiful Red Rock Canyon National Conservation Area. The seasons change, winter is almost here, and I'd like to talk a little bit about what happens at Red Rock Canyon National Conservation Area during the winter. We react to seasons in different ways. Springtime is the time of birth, of new green shoots coming out, of new ideas, a brand new start, springtime. Summer is falling in love. Summer is picnicking, is vacation time. Summer is a real special, wonderful time that we enjoy and have such nice memories about. And speaking of memories, autumn, fall, that's when we reflect back a little bit. That's when those autumn leaves must fall and we think about what's transpired over the previous year that we've enjoyed. And then winter, winter is the cold and flu season. Doesn't sound like it's quite as reputable as those other seasons, for good reason. It can be cold, it can be miserable. And so I'd like to talk a little bit about what happens when it gets cold and miserable. Well, what do? It gets cold and miserable. A lot of us just go out and buy a winter coat. Maybe find that old sweater at the bottom of the closet and deal with it. That's our approach, and if it works, it works. Now, other times, we take the strategy of gathering together with friends and family. Wintertime, it gets cold, we have holidays, we have snow days where we don't have to go to school, we can just hang out at home with friends and family. Sometimes we move. Las Vegas, Nevada, what a great place to go to in the middle of the winter when it's freezing elsewhere. It's still chilly here, but not as cold. And so Red Rock Canyon has a lot of visitors who come from the colder climes. Some people go even further. We call them snowbirds. They come from their cold mountain areas down to the sunshine of the Southwest. And to be honest, there are some people who deal with the cold and the bad weather with success and happiness by thriving even more. So that's how we deal. Those are some of the various approaches we take to the cold and flu season, to winter, as we adapt. But what about the rest of the creatures here at Red Rock Canyon National Conservation Area? Well, they have their strategies as well. It gets cold out here, and some of them, well, what do? They get a new coat and get ready and just deal with the weather that's going to change. The dogs and cats that we have out here, the coyotes, the foxes, that's their approach. They get a little warmer fur and they live their life pretty much the same way. Bunnies, the beautiful jackrabbits, the Cottontails out here at Red Rock, they do the same thing, grow a little warmer coat and try and run a little faster, but when they're at the bottom of the food chain, sometimes that doesn't work out so well. There are also the strategies of moving. Migration, we call it. Up in the hills, you'll see the larger animals, the mule deer and the bighorn sheep. They will move down from the higher elevations where it's really cold and really snowy, down a little lower where they can have better footing, not be quite as cold, and find some good vegetation to munch on. Of course, we hear about birds migrating for the winter, and we have kind of an exchange here. We get some birds coming south this far and enjoy our temperature being a little bit better than where they started from, and we do have a few species of bats and birds who will migrate from here to other areas. Left in the lurch, unfortunately, is the roadrunner. Ever hear of birds walking south for the winter? No! The roadrunner doesn't really have that choice. A bird, yes, but able to fly south for the winter, no. So the roadrunner just kind of doesn't get out as early in the morning, tries to stay warm, and makes it through the winter one way or the other. One of the more popular ones, especially for the amphibians and the reptiles out here, the cold-blooded creatures, the wildlife that is different from us that way, their strategy is to hang out with friends and family in a nice safe place and let the winter pass them by. It's something called brewmation. Brewmation. It is their opportunity to go to a safe place, generally underground, and swarm up with their friends, with their family, stay warm, stay safe, stay out of the way until the temperature changes. Now, from time to time, they will venture out maybe and take a look around and see if it's time yet, and then venture back in and sleep it off some more. But that is one strategy, to just let the winter go away while you're sleeping. And it works for the cold-blooded animals here in Red Rock Canyon. And finally, some of the wildlife here at Red Rock Canyon thrive. No problem at all. The eagles soaring above us, the majestic eagles, they've got upwards of 7,000 feathers on their body to keep them warm. They can fly a little south if they'd like, but they still have a great opportunity for thriving here with the food sources that remain in Red Rock Canyon. And so a lot of the eagles will stay right here, and they do quite well. The mule deer who have moved down to lower elevations in search of vegetation and warmer climes, well, they are pretty well susceptible to the mountain lions who prey on them with even more success in the wintertime, thriving because the poor mule deer, the poor bighorn sheep, are heavy, large animals with kind of skinny legs, and they're not able to move very quickly if they get caught in a snowstorm. Mountain lion can move quite quickly. Their paws are big, they spread out. They can practically run on top of a snowstorm, while the poor mule deer, the poor bighorn sheep are sinking their legs into the snow, running even more slowly and making it quite easy for the mountain lions to have their prey taken successfully. So those are the adaptations that the animals out here in Red Rock Canyon will take during the wintertime. They will either hang out for the winter, make it all go away through brumation. They will possibly just grow a warm coat and make the best of it. Some of them will move to warmer climates, and like our humans, they will have some that just thrive and do even better in the wintertime. So there you have it, winter adaptations. For humans, well, get a new coat, hang out with friends over the holidays at home, or you can move, go on vacation to Las Vegas, and of course some just thrive. In the animal kingdom, our wildlife out here, what are their options? Well, grow a new coat, hang out with friends and family underground in a nice safe environment, move, migrate south or migrate lower in elevation for the winter. Or, of course, if they are the predators, they can thrive like the eagles, like the mountain lions. So there you have the not so very different strategies used by our species and our fellow species here in Red Rock Canyon. And that is how we prepare for our winter. Speaking of winter, I hope that's a season that allows you an opportunity to come out and visit us here at Red Rock Canyon. It's beautiful in the winter. We've adapted. You can adapt. Maybe you're going to move. Maybe after hanging out with friends and family, you're looking for a nice hike, get some exercise, or perhaps you are thriving. Any of those adaptations are great excuses to come out and visit us at Red Rock Canyon. I'm Ranger Tom, looking forward to seeing you this winter, looking forward to seeing you in all 4 seasons. Enjoy, be safe, and thrive this winter. Thank you.